Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today, Homeworld 3 Deserts of Kharak came out, so Bucacalypse and I are trying it out for basically the first time. We dabbled around a little bit earlier just to kind of get familiar with the controls and play through the tutorial, but here we are going to go head to head and kind of take it easy on each other just to see sort of what the different units are and different capabilities each one has, and sort of get sort of elementary exposure to the game. So as you can see, it's not like the previous Homeworld games, which took place primarily in outer space. We're on the desert planet of Kharak, as the name suggests, and it's kind of cool. We're on the ground with mostly tanks and motorbike type things and the like. So let's just jump right in. You start with the carrier. We're both playing as Coalition, which is the same faction that you play as in the campaign. So sort of like in Homeworld and Homeworld 2, where you're based around kind of a mothership, you got this carrier that you start with, and that's sort of your central base and what you have to defend if you want to succeed. And obviously the goal is to defeat your opponent. So you'll notice there are some differences with it taking place on the ground rather than outer space. Interface is pretty similar. We've got our a lot of our controls, which you can hotkey down here in the right, and obviously you can select units and see some of the characteristics about them in the bottom left, with some of the other interface tools in the top right side of the screen. You can pan around full 360 degrees, which is really cool. A little easier to get used to, in my opinion, than the full 360 XYZ of outer space, where you can go up, down, underneath, around, from really any angle. So I'm going to get some of these salvagers mining.
CU's identified. Proceed
They
to site.
introduced
Salvage array ready. Proceed to our use site. Go for carrier.
Resources in this game, whereas Homeworld 2 only had one resource that you had to collect. So you have to balance it out a little bit here, more so than you did in Homeworld 2, because we've got
Salvager online.
We have CU, I believe they call it, and RU, resource units and construction units. So the research units are a little bit harder to come by, and they're used for
Salvager online.
upgrades and some of the more expensive units. So very important right out the gate. I've got some
carrier here.
I've got my salvagers.
Location marked.
I'm just gonna move my carrier a little bit just to give them a little bit more space so I can see them the way I want to.
Carrier.
So, we played one game before this, and I played the
Go for carrier.
the only other race you can, and I've kind of noticed the second unit you can build,
Fleet logistics
which is
module.
this
We have
base
insufficient
runner.
CUs.
Carrier
You actually
copy.
can throw down like turrets, which the other race could not. I've noticed.
Go
So
for
that
carrier.
right there, automatically gives you a little bit of more coverage.
Rally point
The other
set.
race.
Move to location. Research completed.
Okay, so you can see as I've done a little bit of researching, it kind of starts to unlock some of these upgrades, and now I have access to some more of the vehicles. This is a little bit more streamlined than it was in Homeworld 2, in my opinion. A little easier to kind of keep straight. The upgrades are revealed as you progress, and depending on what you engineer.
All right.
So I want to improve my economy, so I'm going to find one of these wreck bulkheads,
I want everything collected.
and I'm going to send some salvagers over to start gathering more resources.
Carrier here.
Before I really expand and start building an army up. So one of the cool things that's consistent with the previous games is if you hit the space bar, it takes you out to this command mode where you can kind of see an overall view of the map. You can see some of the resources, you can see the terrain a little bit. It's a little different than the full space view, but it's a really good way of managing things on sort of a wider scale.
Go for carrier.
So what do I want to do? I need to start getting ready to build other units so I can start defending myself, and I can start expanding my operations here a little bit. So I'm trying to remember how I get a... Where is it? Oh, okay. So now I'm going to build a support cruiser so I can send my units out and do some mining away from the carrier, sort of away from home, if you will. And I'm taking this really slow because I'm just trying to talk my way through it and show you guys what it looks like. So I'm going to build a couple of these so I can get multiple operations going at once, just so I can get a really strong economy. I'm hoping Jeff doesn't attack me right away because I literally can't defend myself.
Nah, you're fine. I am curious about this though. Like, it's strange that the
Fleet capacity
So you
deployable
can't-
out.
Carrier
put multiple units, like more than 2 on one node. Like if you try to set a third one on there, it won't actually go over to it. It just
Support cruiser
it's already
now
taken,
operational.
I guess, in its eyes. So that's kind of
Proceed to
strange. So
new
it's not like you know, StarCraft 2 where you have
Carrier copy.
multiple SUVs on the same node mining.
Right, so they
Carrier
won't
here.
queue. It
Yeah.
just, you can only assign 2.
Ready for assignment. Roger. Coordinates confirmed.
So it's kind of simplified in that regard. One of the problems that I frequently ran into with
Carrier
Homeworld
copy.
2 was I would have mining operations all over the solar system, and I had a really tough time keeping track of them when sometimes there would be
Cruiser
units
reading.
that
Support
weren't
cruiser
working,
now operational.
Green light to proceed. Move. Go for carrier.
or maybe they finished mining that region and there weren't any resources left.
Carrier here.
And so I would
Salvager
end up
online.
getting a ton of these
Proceed to
units
rally
sitting around
point.
doing
Secure
nothing.
location marked.
And sure enough, that didn't make for a strong
Set
economy.
charges right there.
So these are kind of cool. We
Salvager
find these wreck
online.
bulkheads all over the desert, and you can blow them up, and it reveals more resources. So I'm gonna do that a couple of times
Reference
here,
your scan. Salvager ready. Density variation.
so that I can
Charge layout set.
Salvager
increase my-
online.
increase
for carrier.
my income here, and then I can really start getting these fabrications going.
Reading
and
you, command.
I can
Copy.
start
We're on the way.
building
What do you
more
need?
units.
Salvager
Now, did you
online.
figure out how to
Identified.
increase your
Advance and
supply
evaluate.
limit?
I did.
Systems
How do you
ready.
do that?
So it's a good
Proceed to
question.
Argus site.
If you click, if
Carrier copy.
you select the carrier, and see hotkey D for deploy logistics module.
Yeah.
Those will do them, kind of like pylons, and you have to do them within like a range of your.
Send orders.
Oh, interesting.
PDA active.
Okay, well, what is it? Does that even cost anything?
for
Oh, no,
carrier.
it does, but
It's just not too bad.
it's not bad, but it's also a sensor.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
Not too bad.
Salvager ready.
So that's a
Argus
way
identified.
kind of
Advance
send out
and evaluate.
probes.
Carrier
Also, the
copy.
base runner, I've noticed, has a probe function. So it says launch probe.
Salvager
So like if I
online.
wanted to see if I could
See
fly
units
over your
identified.
base,
Proceed
which
to site.
must be
Cruiser
over
ready.
here,
What unit?
Carrier
the
here.
base runner.
Oh, okay, the base runner.
Salvager online.
Deployment and retrieval missions. So he mentioned that he found that it can do that, so I'll make one as well, just so I can show you guys what it can do.
Send orders.
Like I said, I'm guessing you're
Salvager
over here,
online.
which hopefully
Make sure you mark catalog those areas.
you are, but you're not. I thought this map was a lot
Salvager
bigger.
online.
Ready. Proceed to Argus site.
Alright, so I'm pretty happy with my economy for now. I've got 3
Carrier
bases
copy.
going. So now I'm going to start building these fabrications so I can bring in some units. So
Base runner
if you
in
noticed
service.
when we first started, it showed us all the units that we could build, but they're grayed out. We didn't have the option to actually build any. So I built a, I think it's called a light attack vehicle fabrication. So now I can start building some of these first strike units, and these are fast-moving strike vehicles, strong against ranged targets, and they're basically like little quads with mounted guns, and they whip around, and they're really good in big groups because they sort of swarm like bees, and it's hard for the bigger, slower units to nail them down because they can dodge a lot of their shelling.
Send your message.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is launch a probe. I'll just send it. That way.
And I might be right next to you.
So if you select a unit and hit F, you can focus on it. So I'm just gonna follow this guy around.
Carrier here.
While
this big.
while this guy's flying around, I'm gonna start my railgun fabrication. So I can kind of, or no, sorry, I'm gonna start my AAV fabrication so I can start building some other units here soon. I can already make some of the first quick strike groups, but it's always good to have upgrades and engineering in progress so you're not waiting
Unidentified
for the stuff
contact.
later.
Designate as hostile.
So I just got a message that we've contacted hostiles. I didn't see anything though with this probe. So they might be back at my base actually. And I don't see... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't see anything. I think probe thinks he saw something.
The probe was wrong.
Oh, I'm seeing some red. I'm seeing some blips here, so I'm guessing he's got a unit over by
Research
this wreck
completed.
bulkhead. But I could be wrong. So
We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual.
all right. So what I want to do,
Make
Jeff,
ready.
is okay. So I just saw his probe flying around, kind of near my, sort of near my base.
Ready,
I guess you
send.
could call it, near my carrier. So what I want to do, Jeff, is I'm gonna make some.
Oh, wow.
I'm going
See
to
you.
make a couple of light attack vehicles so I can show how they fare against maybe if you want to make some
Sure.
if you want to make something bigger and slower like railguns maybe like
Okay, I have 3 already.
you have 3
Railguns.
you have 3 railguns. Okay, so I'm gonna make a squad of like, I don't know, 6 or 8 light attack vehicles, because again, they're cheap, they're quick, you produce them really quickly, and they're really good against ranged targets like the railguns, which we'll get into
Don't
how,
take your eyes off the scanners for a second. We
how
don't need any surprises.
how the railguns work after that.
Reading you, Command. Just when we were getting comfortable.
I'm going to set my rally point here. so
Rally
I'm
point
gonna-
set. Move to location.
And I'm just gonna make 6 of them. Maybe I'll make 8.
Go for carrier.
I'm just gonna keep getting some. I'm gonna keep engineering
Light
and
attack
upgrading
vehicle
as I'm
online.
going through here, just so I can, stay productive while I'm waiting for those guys to build. I don't want to minimize my
Light
actions
attack
per
vehicle
minute
in
too much.
service.
If I really were worried about my economy, or if I were playing in more of a competitive game, I'd probably spend more money
Light attack
building
vehicle
some,
online.
setting up some mining facilities at some of these other wreckages, but I'm not
Carrier
super
here.
worried about that right now.
Light
since
attack vehicle in service.
I'm playing very competitively. Alright, so once these 8 are done,
Go for
Light
carrier.
attack vehicle
again, you want to make
online.
sure you don't get supply capped.
Deploying field logistics module. Fleet logistics module out. Light attack vehicle in service. Light attack vehicle
I don't know
online.
where you are on the
Light
map.
attack
I'm just
vehicle
guessing.
enhancements online.
So if I actually
There's
attack you
there
on
isn't
it,
like a grid or anything.
Light attack vehicle in service.
So I'm like directly. Oh wait a minute. Where's the field of play? I think the field of play is that rectangle. Do you see?
yeah, I do.
Okay, I am in the.
Oh, I see you. I see you. I see.
Enemy contacts on the board.
So I'm in that corner.
Light attack
If you kept
vehicle
going that
enhancements
direction, I'd got
online.
there. So go towards the middle from there. You see that wreck bullhead that's like to the kind of closer to the middle from where you just were.
Ready.
So not the bulkhead that you just saw my guys mining at, but the one more inland.
Go for carrier.
You see what I'm saying?
Just a
Base
sec.
runner
I have my
online.
truck going over
Time's
there right
a-wasting.
now.
Like
Base runner
I'll
here.
send. I'm not using my
Prep
base
for
runner
mobilization.
so I'll send him over there, and you can blow him up if you see him.
Base runner responding.
Carrier here. Be advised, tracking hostiles.
Send message.
So I see. You see. Oh. Well, my dude just
Oof.
shot your probe.
Runner copies.
I didn't realize
Damn.
the base runner had weapons, but he does. So
We're moving
It's alright.
out.
The
Spool
base
up.
runner's coming in.
Be advised, enemy support
Okay.
vehicle authenticated. Check the latest.
We're moving.
so go
I sent the details over. Check your screen.
this way.
Roger that.
I just want
Coordinates
to
confirmed.
I just want our guys
Hostile
to kind of
turret
meet in
sighted.
the open field.
Move
I'll
order
be like right around
confirmed.
here. Does that work for you?
Alert, support taking hostile fire.
Full power.
Hostile railguns, opened up.
Get us moving. Set new heading.
So one of the other cool things that we'll kind of
Combat
touch on,
alert. Support
that we're
craft
still
log.
figuring out, is
Research completed.
they actually make use of the terrain in that vehicles that are on the higher ground can shoot farther and do more damage than vehicles that are on the lower ground. So railguns, which are a ranged attacker
Carrier
that
copy.
do massive damage from far away, are perfect to get perched up on mountaintops, just like he had that one. Okay, so Jeff, if you get your other units out of there, except your small group of railguns.
Do I have what other things?
You had other units over
Go
there,
for
right?
carrier.
The ones that just
Oh,
blew
yeah,
up
yeah.
my... Yeah, if you could move those,
Or was I?
move those away, and then bring your railguns down to where you blew up my base runner.
Okay.
I'd like to... Tell me when they're in position. I'm going to send my light attack vehicles over there so we can really show how they...
They have a hell of a range, like
Yeah.
really long range. So they're in position.
Okay,
They're there.
okay. So...
I also have a turret there for some. Hold on. I'm gonna stop the unit. Hopefully it turns it off, but
Light attack vehicle enhancements online.
it's just the base runner can put down those turrets, which is really nice.
yeah.
So you're good.
Okay, so... Here goes
Confirmed.
nothing. Oops. I am going to select my
Strike
group here,
confirmed.
and I'm going to take just attack move with the letter A, anything this way, because I'm pretty sure he's got him up on top of that mountain. So hopefully, my theory is correct that these small, quick, light vehicles can outmatch the railguns, which I'm hoping don't take them out before they get there. But as he mentioned, the railguns are they do shoot from very far away. That's kind of how they're designed. So
Yeah.
Move up.
Geronimo,
Be on alert.
just gonna sit in here.
Enemy turret detected.
Light attack vehicle enhancements online.
We got something on the horizon.
We have something
Waiting
on
for
the
eyes
horizon.
on to authenticate. Light attack vehicle is under fire. Alert,
So you can
light
see the
attack vehicle
railguns.
destroyed. Receiving.
They do.
Aerial strike craft
They
now
they
available for
almost
production.
don't have very good aim against the smaller guys.
It's interesting.
Yeah. They're like
So I'm hoping that my light vehicles here kind of get up in their faces and they can't
Be
aim at it
advised,
very well.
enemy support vehicle authenticated.
And even though when they do hit my light attack vehicles, they do massive amounts of damage.
Enemy
Not as
railgun
concerned
eliminated.
because
Enemy
machine
railgun firing
I
on
can
friendly.
crap them out really quickly for production.
DU field expended.
Coordinates confirmed.
And I can knock out, in bigger groups like this, I can knock out a group of his ranged vehicles. Which is nice.
Unidentified craft on approach.
Okay.
Mark the bearing.
Move order
Fall
confirmed.
back.
Green line confirmed. On our way.
Well, let's go.
Strike craft destroyed.
No, that's fine. I might repair these guys so we can see how they fare against
Move order confirmed.
Maybe if you want to make a squad of something heavier, we can see
Okay.
how these guys
Location
do.
marked.
yeah.
Carrier copies.
Strike
Interesting.
responding.
The
Carrier here.
I'll make a couple more just to have a slightly larger group.
the larger units,
Strike
they have
craft ready.
different abilities.
That's right.
Strike responding.
Overcharge for this assault cruiser, like
Light
it
attack vehicle
increases your maximum
online.
speed and strength, armor, which is, I guess, super.
Carrier
You know, it's really
Light attack
cool.
vehicle in
Has
service.
some tactical missiles. Interesting.
I'm gonna build a couple of these guys so they can repair these.
Light attack vehicle online.
Something I didn't show you guys that I will
Strike
do
confirmed.
against his next group of heavier vehicles is I'll show you this boost
Light attack
ability
vehicle
that the
in
light
service.
attack vehicles
Research
have. This actually
completed.
would have been perfect to implement
Ready.
against the railguns because if they were being fired upon from beyond their range against the railguns, I could hit that boost and you could see how poorly the railguns did against the light attack vehicles once they kind of got up and in their face and driving around them in circles. I really could have closed that gap hitting the boost, which gives them a 60% boost for 10 seconds, which doesn't sound like much, but it might just give you the edge against a group of heavier attackers like that.
Go for carrier.
Or if, when I were falling back against his other group of light attack vehicles,
Local
I could have hit
operators,
that boost
CENTCOM.
to
Atmospheric
try to
update
get
coming
away.
through. Please confirm transmission.
Update received. Patching it in now.
Support cruiser now operational.
Ready, you
So
command.
now I've got this support cruiser, which I'm going
Moving
to...
out.
You can see, sort of like in StarCraft, if anyone's ever played that, it shows some of these vehicles have abilities that are auto-cast, and right now repair is set to auto-cast for this unit. So I like
Ready
to
for
keep a couple
assignment.
of these guys around. Even though I already made some earlier to send out with my salvagers, I like to keep a couple of these around at my base in case I need them to help repair the carrier or any of my ground units.
Cruiser reading. Destination set. Move us
I'm just
out.
gonna park them over here.
Carrier copies.
Research completed.
Carrier here.
Okay. I've got a lot of my engineering done. I'm just going to keep queuing those just so I can have them done so that I can build anything
Research
I
completed.
want to do. One of the cool abilities that they added to this game is that you can upgrade your power reserves for your carrier, and you can see in the interface in the lower left-hand corner, you can actually direct power into different tasks for your carrier, which is pretty neat. You can set it to defenses and it just boosts the armor. You can set it to repair and it can increase the power to maximize reestablishment of damaged systems so it can fix itself. You can you could really pump up the power into the turret network so it can defend itself with pretty substantial weaponry.
Hostile detected.
And you can
Visual
also increase
unconfirmed.
the range so that it can shoot things from further away. So I think anyway, of the 2 times I've played this now in the last hour or so, it seems to me like a pretty good idea to put points in the power reserve. I'm hearing stuff get blown up.
Okay, I have my armored assault.
Okay,
Operations
cool.
update.
I
RUs in the region have been drained.
I'm going
Research
to
completed. Aerial infrastructure complete. Strike craft
give me a
capability
minute
online.
here. I'm going to
Clear to move.
expand
Let's
to
go.
another wreckage because I'm
Salvager ready.
draining my resources.
Secure PDA for move.
Sure.
So
Systems
I'm
ready.
going to blow up another one of these,
Set charges right there. Cruiser reading.
which means I need to
Carrier copy.
cruiser. Okay. One moment. This will be
What do
good.
you need? Salvager ready. RUs identified. Advance and evaluate.
Okay, so I've got those
units
guys
identified.
going. Again, I'd be spending more energy probably managing those resources if I were more worried about a competitive match, but I'm not in this case, so. Another concept I'll introduce you guys to,
CU site exhausted.
since I have a good example of it, is
Strike craft ready.
they added this feature where units
Support
can,
cruiser now
units can
operational.
gain ranks the longer
Unidentified
they
hostile incoming.
survive,
Authenticate.
and based on how many kills they get. So if you see this emblem, this icon hovering over this light attack vehicle,
Confirmed.
and then I click on him and I go down to the bottom right hand corner, you can see he's rank 3, Lieutenant Commander Jeff Seagal. So he's got plus
Hostiles
20%
designated.
sensors,
Trackers
he's got
assigned.
+1 armor, he's got +1 rate of fire. So you really want to take care of these guys because the more damage they do and the more fighting they do,
Ready.
the more damage they do in the long run. So if you can keep them alive and repair them every
Ready
time
for
you go back
command.
to your base,
Copy. Coordinates
you're
set.
going to get these substantial bonuses.
Going mobile. This is the captain.
Okay. All right. So Jeff's got
Reading.
his next unit. Jeff, what did you build? What do you have in store for us?
Strike copy.
They are assault,
Reading.
armored assault vehicles.
Okay, so Jeff made. This is another kind of early game vehicle.
Armored assault
It's-
modifications carried out.
It's a little heavier duty than the light attack vehicle, but again, they're fairly inexpensive too, and they're pretty early game generally. So it's described as a heavy vehicle with ground engagement capabilities and is strong against strike targets. So my light attack vehicles are
Ready.
considered strike targets, so they might not fare as well as they did against the ground.
Confirmed.
But this time I'm going to try to use my boost function as soon as I get them in sight so that I can kind of get up in their faces. So I'm gonna
Cleared for move.
here, get nice and tight.
All operators. Wind is picking up.
Strike
out there.
craft.
Ready.
Are you in the same location
Checking.
as
Yep.
before?
System
Okay, so I'm
stable.
just gonna-
And levels are right where they should. Keep eyes on all targets.
Alright, so I'm going to do attack move, so they just kind of fire at will at the first thing they see. And as soon as I see them, I'm going to hit R to pump up the boost so I can kind of get up in their faces.
Contact.
I see
Enemy
blood,
armor.
so I'm gonna
Bearing
hit R.
designated. Hostile on sensor.
See, they're not
Authentication
going like
pending.
super
Strike
ultra
craft
speed,
taking
but they
effective
just
fire.
pick up speed.
Alert. LAB down.
And they seem to be hitting my light attack vehicles pretty hard. I did try to
Target locked.
focus fire to see if I can take them down better. That description wasn't kidding. See, even though they're sort of flying around in circles, I'm not even gonna be able to take out.
Alert. Light
Yeah,
attack
I'd
vehicle
say-
destroyed.
Like these light attack vehicles are kind of like the
So
interceptors, and these armored assaults are more like the Corvettes.
So what I'm gonna
You
do?
know.
Support cruiser under
Hey,
attack.
hey,
Immediate
hey.
fire support on that position.
Can you get your guy out of there?
What was that?
You guys are blowing up my support cruiser and miners.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is
Yeah.
I'm going to build. So those are armored assault vehicles. So now I'm gonna build a couple of those railguns that we went up against Jeff with earlier, and I'm gonna see how they fare against those. And we're not gonna go through every possible combination here. I just want to show you how there's different styles of vehicles before we move on. So you have 4 of those. So we're gonna make 4 of these just so it's like, okay, evenly matched quantity-wise anyway. And these are more expensive. They cost more RUs and CUs, you can see. So I'll just queue up 4 of those.
Looks like the
Ready for
unit
assignment.
cap is
Copy. We're on the way.
125.
Yeah,
Go for carrier.
yeah, that's right.
Railgun operational. Deploying field logistics module. Fleet capacity deployable out.
Huh.
Deploying field logistics module.
Hold.
I'm not sure what the range
Railgun
is on the
online.
field logistics module.
Fleet capacity deployable out.
Huh.
Carrier copies. Cruiser ready. Moving out.
Railgun operational. Missile battery fabrication systems now online.
Oh, that's
Railgun
interesting.
enhancements online.
Salvage
Railgun
ready.
online.
Cruisers for
So,
move.
one of my salvage
Command.
crews,
We're cleared to move. Let's go.
one of my salvage crews just... What did I do? Did I screw something up? Oh, well, they just kind of...
Send orders.
On our way.
Huh. I think I accidentally told this one to move. Because
CU's identified.
they just sort of
Proceed to site.
failed.
Systems ready.
Are you airstriking?
Proceed to
Do
our
you hear
site.
that?
Yeah, it's like right
Cruiser
there.
ready. Destination set. Move us out.
No, I
Range
have
online.
these giant ships now, and I was just checking the range was. These guys.
Go for carrier.
They were
Assault cruiser
surprisingly
anti-air
large
missile
range.
systems enabled.
Acknowledged.
Okay. So, Jeff, are your
Carrier here.
armored assault vehicles still over there?
Unknown inbound.
Yep.
Designating hostile.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do,
Railgun copies.
well, I don't really have a way of getting beyond him to the high ground, so we're not gonna worry about that for now. I'm just going to,
Cruiser reading.
I am going
Artillery
to,
cruiser capabilities are online.
I'll just attack move like I did earlier.
Carrier production system capacity has been
Dispatch on
enhanced.
target.
CU's
Firing
exhausted.
Ready.
as soon as they see him. So this time I'm going to try to focus fire.
Check the latest from ops first. I sent the details over. Check your screen.
New heading set.
So hopefully... It seems like you should be able to upgrade their range of their vision.
Hostile armor incoming. We've detected something. Can you confirm visual?
So as you can see, my railguns,
Oh, they're way out of range.
yeah.
Hostile armor eliminated.
So
We got a railgun under fire.
I'm just gonna let these guys kind of do their thing. Oh, that was very good. So you can see he deployed smoke bombs, and you can see how this red line became broken.
Get us underway.
So they,
Reposition. Move out. Gauge on site.
anytime this red line becomes broken, they aren't able to see their vision is obstructed by something. So his armored vehicle is still
All
hitting my
systems
railguns
green.
fairly hard, but you can see the range and the power these railguns punch just
You might want to keep them there.
just knocked them right out. So what's that?
I
Railgun
said you might
copies.
want to keep them there. I'm double checking it, or checking out
New
another.
location marked.
Okay.
It's an assault cruiser.
So
It's just one of them.
Counterfire on target.
See how this guy does against it. He's going to blow that one up, no problem.
Alert.
This
Railgun
railgun's
lost.
hit pretty hard, but against something like that,
Yeah, they seem to definitely hurt quite a bit.
is your thing not able to fire right now?
It's trying to repair itself. There we go.
Okay.
Ranged online. Battle report. Enemy
So these
cruiser
railguns
destroyed.
are
Ready.
valuable to work in, but they need to be protected because
Acknowledged.
they can be taken out pretty easily.
Like this.
RU site exhausted.
Wait for it.
The railgun is taking effective fire.
Yes.
That
So-
actually hit me.
Railgun down.
All right.
Awesome. That
So
was
Jeff
shot.
just dropped bombs on us.
Ready for assignment.
They were the artillery cruisers.
So we'll get there. We'll get there.
CU deposit depleted.
Yeah,
Order
those were
confirmed.
the big guys. I think these are like probably the biggest unit you can make. I'll let's see here. So it's strange. I really want to see more of
What
where
is it?
your units are, but it's a lot like Homeworld. You really need line of sight
Yeah.
in order to see them. Like you can't even see them on the horizon even.
Salvage are ready. Locked down for mobilization.
Reading you, command. Green light to proceed. Move. Enemy contacts on the board.
Prime charges. Salvage are
A
copy.
sensors post
Whoa,
is taking
whoa,
fire.
whoa. Don't take those out.
Well, your main base is going to take those out, aren't they?
Ready.
Uh,
Send.
guess I could
Weapon
try to...
systems online.
Even running away, they fire behind them. That's really cool.
Alert. Sensor post destroyed. Attention.
Weapon range systems currently active.
Hostile
Fleet
designated.
logistics
Mark bearing.
module out.
Okay, so...
Salvager ready. RU
shit.
coordinates acquired. Moving to site. We're ready for orders. Identified RU
Is your
scanner. Conduct
mothership
complete. PDA
upgraded?
active.
Ready for assignment. Proceed to new
a little
coordinates.
bit, not much.
Huh.
Green light to proceed. Move.
Systems ready. RU's identified.
So I
Advance
noticed
and evaluate.
at some point,
Send orders.
when you upgrade
Proceed to
the
RU site.
mothership carrier production,
Cruiser
it
ready.
actually gives you the ability to make 2 at a time. Wonder how many you can do at a
Carrier.
time.
Oh, yeah.
This definitely has a different feel to
Fleet
it.
logistics
The
module out.
than Homeworld.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Reading.
Homeworld before
Be advised, an
You could,
RU site has been exhausted
you
of
know,
resources.
just
Make ready.
have a ton of these tiny flying units
message.
going around, but this one, I would say you kind of have to micromanage a little bit more.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Grid updated. Be advised. Enemy support vehicle authenticated. We've detected something. Can you
Salvager
confirm
crossed.
visual?
Why? What is happening here? Alright,
Support cruiser under attack.
Jeff,
Immediate
let's
fire support on that
get
position.
down to business.
Salvager has been engaged. Alert. Support cruiser destroyed.
I
Make
don't know
ready.
what you're talking about.
Research completed.
Do you want to cause
Reading.
some mayhem here? That's all. It's nothing big.
Railgun operational.
Ready. Send.
Weapon range systems at full capacity.
Sensors post is under fire. Railgun reading. Hostile strike craft down. Attention.
Got range.
Alert. Sensor post lost.
Railgun
Better move your
online.
turrets or railguns.
We got a railgun under
What
fire.
is that?
Alert. Railgun lost.
Wow. What was that? Your...
Those are the artillery cruisers.
Go for carrier.
Oh. So I feel like your stuff shot mine down earlier. Like really easily.
Armored
Salvager
assault
ready.
operational.
We got an assignment.
Didn't I have a... What did you blow it?
What do you need?
You did.
Cruiser reading.
Armored assault online.
You really can't build as many units as the old
Copy. We're on
Homeworld.
the way.
I'm not complaining, but it's just
Systems ready.
Well, you might
Shocking.
have also set the...
Locked down for
The game.
mobilization.
to limit it.
yeah,
Charge layout
possibly.
set.
Research completed.
Carrier here.
Send orders. Construction units identified.
Status check. Hostile craft in AO. Maneuver for visual confirmation. Hostiles designated. Trackers assigned. This is the captain.
Just a chance.
What was that?
Be advised. Enemy support vehicle authenticated. Hostile turret sighted. The sentry post is taking fire. Armor confirmed. All hands. Enemy artillery in the air. Command carrier taking
hits
fire.
pretty hard.
Red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Alert. Carrier hull at 75% integrity.
So what are you at?
64%.
61%?
64%. Yeah, that. You can
Wow.
Go for carrier.
Probably beat me with a couple of those.
I only have 2 of them.
Yeah, but you could reload and send it back.
I could if I knew where your carrier was.
Support
That's the
cruisers
thing. I
have been
sent in my
outfitted with
smaller
anti-air
units
defensive systems.
and sent in the artillery right behind it. Wow.
Artillery cruiser operational.
That was crazy. So if I basically just guess where your base is,
Well, you could send those probes in.
in your area.
Artillery
Yeah.
You
copy.
could definitely
Report
send in
confirmed, clear inbound.
probes and just figure it out from there.
Go for carrier.
let's see, right there.
Carrier here.
Carrier production facilities upgraded.
Okay, so I can see you now with that sensor there. No, I cannot.
Listen up.
How far away were you able to do that from?
Artillery
I'm pretty
cruiser
close.
operational.
Carrier.
Reading.
Artillery cruiser operational.
Enemy armor on approach. Hostile on sensors. Authentication pending. Receiving 555.
Kind of hoping I'm
Alerts
hitting
for sensor
right
post
now.
destroyed. Sensors post is under fire. Enemy armor disabled. Artillery cruiser under attack. Units respond. Point shed.
East.
Armored vehicle lost. Armored vehicle is taking fire. Keep them coming. Launch beam alert. Artillery cruiser destroyed. Crew ready. Armored vehicle has been destroyed. Hostile interceptor destroyed. All hands. All stations. Alert. Sensor post lost. We've got a salvager under fire. Alert. Assault cruiser destroyed. Alert. Carrier is taking fire.
So just gonna be right here.
Light attack vehicle is
You
under
can see how
fire.
it's good to have a really diverse onslaught.
Assault cruiser ready
Awesome
for
battle
assignment.
cruiser.
Alert. LAV down. The sentry post is taking fire. Tracking armored craft on approach. Receiving. Receiving. Alert. Sensor post destroyed. Targets. Op ready. Alert. Assault cruiser lost. Ready. Crew ready. Combat relay. Hostile cruiser eliminated. Be advised. Hostile carrier detected. Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed. Ready. Move and fire at will.
Weapon systems are at maximum.
Listen up. Strike confirmed.
So that was
Proximity
all of
warning
my
in effect.
units.
Hostiles
Were you at,
designated.
like, full?
Carrier here.
Deploying
What?
field logistics
Full
module. Assault cruiser
I
ready
was,
for
yeah.
assignment.
Yeah.
We've got hostile on sensor.
Deploying
Confirm
field
Thing
visual.
is,
Module.
these artillery guys, now since they can come out 3 at a
Light
time,
attack vehicle online.
I know exactly where you are.
This is the captain.
Unless you can move it within the next
Check.
5 seconds, you might die.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Yeah.
Hostile artillery is hammering our forces. Respond.
Wow, that is
Alert.
really hard.
Carrier hull at 50% integrity. Carrier moves. Seal hatches.
So that's end-game stuff.
Alert.
You can
LAV
deploy
down.
Yeah.
Ships, in all likelihood,
Carrier copies.
unless you have a huge
Light
upper
attack
hand
vehicle
on your
online.
Sensors post is under fire. Alert. Sensor post
You
lost.
know, could just be seeing that.
Did I come close that
Report
time?
charted.
Did you come close that time?
Oh, I didn't kill you, did I?
No.
So the
Receiving. Copy.
my miners are
Target
still
locked.
mining but
Hammer it. Get us over there. Strike craft taking effective fire. Alert. Sensor post destroyed. Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed. Make ready. Alert. Assault cruiser destroyed.
there we go.
Watch your sight we're full. You gotta start.
That was
Weapon range
risky.
systems offline. Weapon
Sending my
systems
ship.
offline.
We got something on the horizon. Waiting for eyes on to ascend. Target set. Copy. Target set. A sentry post is taking fire. We have a target. Alert. Sensor post lost. Attention.
Proceed to rally point. Secure location marked. Fleet capacity deployable out. Deploying field logistics module.
Heal up.
Those artillery
Light attack
cruisers,
vehicle in service.
pretty cool.
Ready. Tracking hostile.
Light attack vehicle online.
Is they
Op
take
ready.
a long time to-
Copy. We're clear to engage. Reading. Got
Light
eyes
attack
on
vehicle
hostile.
in service.
Receiving. Move to intercept.
Light attack vehicle online.
Ready. Set. Alert. LAV down. Light attack vehicle is under fire. Strike copies. Copy. Target set.
It's funny, these things can't even get close to there.
This is the captain.
Light attack vehicle in service. Light attack vehicle online.
Go for armor. Put rounds on anything that moves out there. Strike copies. Charge weapons. Let's move.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Receiving. Alert. Light attack vehicle destroyed. Alert. Missile battery destroyed.
Weapon range
Ready.
systems currently active.
Roger. Displacing now. Ready. Stand.
Get it.
Weapon range systems at full capacity.
Wow.
Alert. LAV down.
There you are.
Ready. Arm the cannons.
Railgun operational.
Red alert. Carrier
Oh,
hull at
no.
25% integrity. Repeat. Command carrier needs support.
Victory for Jeff. Well, you got me.
The explosion effects are pretty
Mission
cool.
failed. All ships fall back. Fall back. Be advised. Hostile carrier
Torn,
visually
'cause I
authenticated.
really miss the amount of units you had in the old one, and this one is a lot more micro. Because I actually had probably 5 or 6 different nodes I was mining from that whole time. Which the original one, you know, you pick maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, you could definitely get more out of them, especially because there was only one resource in Homeworld 2.
Yeah.
So it is interesting. It seems like there are a lot more sort of abilities that you could micromanage with all the various armored vehicles and
Yeah, you could see maybe giving your larger units a little bit more smoke, you know, with like the smaller units that can just shoot it out.
oh yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a lot you could use both offensively and defensively if you get creative. I'm gonna have to work on my micromanaging skills, but
this is just a first look, you know. The second game, first one was just to learn the units and stuff. And,
yeah, exactly. Anyway, so thanks guys for watching. If you made it to the end here, that was kind of like I mentioned at the beginning. That was sort of an elementary, just kind of scratching the surface of what it looks like and how to play kind of crappily, but nonetheless, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you got something out of it. And if you guys pre-ordered this, it came with the old Homeworld and Homeworld 2 games, so we've been playing the heck out of those on Steam. So yeah, this game just came out today, and so far I really like it. I like the concept. I like that they mixed it up. It does have some kind of trade-offs from Homeworld 2. If you did like that big open space with a lot of different units and, you know, just vast armies, it doesn't have that to the same degree, but it does offer a lot on its own. So
I would say it probably has a more competitive feel to it.
yeah, that's true. That seems true. It seems like some of the production and stuff has been kind of streamlined. Seems like the whole interface as far as upgrading and researching and building, it seems a little easier. Seems a little easier to understand. Very linear, you know. Whereas I know the first time I logged into Homeworld 2 and was trying to figure out how to upgrade and build things and research, I was kind of overwhelmed because it lists everything and lays it out in such a way that it's not very linear. You know, you're not really sure what to do first. Whereas this, you know, I think it cuts it. It's a little more cut and dry. So I think this is a little more user-friendly from a beginner standpoint than Homeworld 2, but completely different style of RTS. Still very cool.
Yeah. Different feel.
Different feel. So
It's not a bad thing.
Yep. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we're probably going to have more videos like this one soon. We might have some shorter, kind of more tutorial-based things. Go ahead and comment if there's anything you'd like us to see that we didn't show in this video. We'll read it, we'll reply, and you know, if we can, we'll get around to showing you what it is you asked for. So thanks again.
Thanks, guys.